Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Fueled by Progress, hosted by me, Mark Joseph Szymanski. We have with us today Bobby Sokol. How you doing, man?
Good, my man. How are you?
Really good, really good. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Oh, man. Appreciate you having me on.
Absolutely, absolutely, dude. Okay, so I want to just kind of dive right into it initially here because we have a lot of different ideas and topics you're a busy man. We've talked about it over Facebook Messenger, I believe. And, we've known each other for a little bit of time through hockey and stuff like that. But we were just talking before we went live here that I don't really feel like I actually know you that well. So I'm excited to kind of dig into some more stuff. And I know that our viewers are going to get a lot out of it. So maybe just start with the context, kind of your story, how you got here, just the details, and then we'll kind of unpack all that.
I'm 27 from Belle Vernon.
Mm-hmm.
Grew up with Justin Collin, good friend of both of ours.
Yep.
I went to Hobart College in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Played hockey there. I pretty much played hockey my whole life.
Yeah.
Started when I was 2 years old, actually in Ocean City, Maryland.
Nice.
My parents put me on skates at the carousel, and I started waddling around and didn't need a bucket or anything.
Nice.
They put me on the ice. So started there, played at Mon Valley all my life, and then I went to the Pittsburgh Hornets, amateur Pens, just been all over the place, just running around.
Yep.
Took 2 years off of college. Right after high school, went and played junior hockey in Rochester, New York.
Yeah.
Ended up getting recruited by Hobart College. Went up there for 4 years. Great time. Awesome. Loved it. 3 championships. And then went overseas and played minor professional over there in France and Germany. And now I'm back in the United States playing here.
Good stuff, man. Yeah. It's funny because probably a lot of our audience at this point is kind of hockey guys and stuff like that. And, I think the first time that I heard your name, Bobby Sokol, because I was playing up in North Hills and I was playing Cranberry and all that sort of stuff. So we didn't really know the Bills guys until you kind of got down there. And Bills has been going crazy recently. I mean, it's been around for a while, but I know that you guys there's a lot of great talent down there in the deck sphere, and then also I guess obviously ice as well. So
it's crazy how much talent Bills has right now. They're doing really well. They're flourishing. They're gonna play in their first C tournament and at the Holiday Bash.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be really exciting. I'm gonna coach that.
Nice.
If I'm not away.
Yeah.
Who knows with COVID?
I feel you. Yeah, it's a crazy time. But yeah, I mean, I feel like the first time that I heard your name, it was oh, this dude's playing professionally overseas and stuff like that. What was that like? How did you get to that point? What was that like?
Playing over there it's definitely a different feel, right?
Yeah.
So America, you see the sports all the time over here.
Right.
You don't really understand what it's like in Europe. The ice is bigger. It's a lot bigger. It's an Olympic size rink.
Yeah.
So it's got to be a lot of skill. If you're going to go hit somebody, you better make it worth it. Because if you miss, they're going down on an odd man break.
Yeah.
The fans, insane. They're chanting, they're singing, they have flags going, and oh my God, it's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
They're yelling at you. France was definitely an experience. Got to play at this rink called it's in Paris. But the team is Sergi. It's 5,000 people, dude.
Yeah.
Nuts, man.
Yeah.
Crazy. They had some really, really good players. Actually, Eddie Olchuk's kid played over there for that team.
Nice.
Too. Yeah, he was dirty.
Good shit.
He was really sick. Germany was fun. They treated you like a god. They're import players, so even as an American, they absolutely loved me. Anywhere in town, anywhere in the area. It was a lot of fun.
Good shit.
You never knew what the coach was saying now.
Your coach didn't speak English?
Well, he spoke English to me or a couple other guys, but in between period talks, nope. Just the only way you know is you're bad. You're oh man, he's mad. He's yelling, Shizer, you're in trouble. This is bad. In France, it's tabarnak. It's yo, that's not good. We'd had a bad period.
That's ridiculous, dude. I didn't even realize that. How does that even work? Did you get kind of recruited to go over there, and you're one of the only Americans?
So I got a agent, which there's all these little agencies around that'll help get overseas for minor professional hockey, and the team got interested in me. I was talking to my agent, and they brought me over on a tryout, and I did well and made it. And I mean, my agent's I've had 2 different agents. They helped me get over to Germany as well and whatnot, but it's really interesting. I was thinking about going into doing a little agent work because I have a lot of contacts over in Europe now, so and in the States. So I kind of want to help the youth get over there as well because this is going to be my last year of pro.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty beat up, man. 27, I'm feeling like I'm 50.
Yeah.
Like my hips,
I bet
they're destroyed.
Yeah, I feel you.
So
That's crazy. So that's really interesting though that you want to. It seems like that's kind of part of your personality, especially with a couple of the other topics that we have on the agenda here. Is like you've been doing all this stuff and you've been playing a lot, but like you also want to give back to like the younger kids coming up because like you've obviously been through it. Is that kind of like?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I always want to see kids like get into hockey and like flourish in it or whatnot, and try to help them the best I can because I think it's the best sport in the world, right?
Yeah.
Deck hockey, roller hockey, ice hockey. I played it all.
Yeah.
I think it's really awesome when kids want to play because all you hear about is like basketball, football, baseball, right? Like everybody turns like a blind eye towards hockey.
Yeah.
I really want to help grow the sport.
Definitely, yeah. I think that's definitely happening a lot here. You know, I just, I had Steve Gregory on the podcast the other day. They're doing a lot for like growing the game of ball hockey because especially I think ice hockey in the States is it's pretty up there, but it's definitely not. The NHL is definitely below like the NFL, NBA type of stuff.
Oh yeah,
so.
it's the fourth major sport.
Yeah.
Some people don't even consider it a major sport. If you watch like
crazy.
ESPN doesn't even consider it. It's a joke.
That's crazy. Yeah. But like you said, it's huge over in overseas. So like. I don't know. It's just I guess it's a different vibe, and hopefully we can continue to do that, just like with folks like yourself and shit like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I wish the fans got as crazy as they did over in Europe too. It's just singing the whole time. It'd just be wild.
Yeah. Almost like soccer in a way.
Dude, literally, it's just like soccer over there. They're just chanting. You have no idea what they're saying. None. You just like get fired up. You're like, let's go, and then you just go out there and try to blow a guy up or score.
Yeah.
Scoring over there in front of fans is awesome. They just start chanting your name and stuff. The announcer lets them finish your last name. Like he'll announce your first that you scored, and then they'll just announce. They'll scream your last name. It's awesome.
Jeez, that's crazy. What an atmosphere, man. I wish. Hopefully, more people can be a part of that, and like you said, hopefully it makes its way over here. That'd be great.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah. So I mean, as far as your hockey career goes and everything like that, you said so. This is going to be your last year, then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, just too much, too banged up.
I'm tired. I've moved so much in my life. I've been moving since I was 16.
Yeah.
I'm 27, so I have not lived back in Belle Vernon for more than 3-4 months in 11 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It gets kind of tiring.
Definitely.
Like you lose out on a lot of life.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I get to do a lot of things a lot of people haven't done, so
for sure.
I can't really be mad about
that. Pros and cons of that. Yeah, I can definitely see that. You said in preparation for this that you're going to be obviously COVID is a weird time, but like you're going to be going down. Where are you going? Like this is your last.
As of right now, I'm going to Peoria in the SPHL, Southern Professional Hockey League. But I'm also signed to the lower league, Port Huron Prowlers in the Federal Prospects Hockey League. Just as a backup, I'm not sure what's going to happen with Peoria. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of talk right now that they might black out for the year in Quad City and a couple other people because of state restrictions for fans. And I mean, fans are what makes the revenue and everything. So. They might not be able to participate in everything.
Mm-hmm. And where is that at?
Peoria, Illinois. It's northwest Illinois, I believe. It's like right on the border of Iowa. I want to say.
I gotcha.
Maybe my geography's off. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm terrible with it as well. And do you? How far do you travel? Do you travel all around the states for that?
So we'll end up going. The teams are Pensacola, Florida.
Wow.
Quad City, Knoxville, Tennessee, Fayetteville, North Carolina, Roanoke, Virginia.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Macon, Georgia, Birmingham, Alabama. Yeah, but you get a sleeper bus, right? So you're on a bus. There's like 28 beds, and you just chill.
God, wow.
Yeah, and there's like a couch area, a little kitchenette.
Holy shit.
Yeah, shower, bathroom. So
that seems pretty nice.
Yeah, cable TV, Wi-Fi.
Nice.
Yeah, you can't really complain.
Yeah.
Those 16-hour trips don't really feel like it.
Yeah, I bet. I've never been on one of those. It seems pretty sweet.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Interesting. Okay, well, you have to keep us updated if that ends up happening. Hopefully it does for you. I would hate for your last season to get ruined because of COVID.
Worst case scenario, I go to Port Huron. And then I play a couple teams in Michigan, New York, Carolina. I can't even remember where else. Georgia. I mean, they have teams everywhere as well, but it's a little less luxury lifestyle.
Yeah, definitely.
You know
is that so how does that? So is that semi-pro or like what is?
Yeah, it's all semi-pro.
Okay.
We get paid to do it. living's free, everything like that.
I gotcha. Okay. And then like, how does that like rank? Like, cause I'm a fake hockey fan when it comes to actual stuff. Like, so there's NHL, AHL. Literally, I'm lost after that.
NHL, AHL, ECHL, what Wheeling's in, which I had a couple contacts in that I was trying to get into, but COVID has flooded the American market because Americans can't get over there. SPHL, then FPHL.
Gotcha. Okay.
But there's rumors out there that the SPHL, like a lot of teams might not be playing. I know there's about 8 teams in the ECHL that aren't going to be playing this year, and there's 2 teams in the FPHL that aren't going to be playing because of COVID. It's a weird time to be alive,
definitely,
man.
Yeah, definitely a weird time to be in any industry, but specifically like, sports and stuff like that have been affected tremendously. So, but that's good though. I mean, hopefully everything kind of works out there and you get like a nice conclusion to your season. If you go to Port Huron, is that still going to be your last? Like that's definite.
Yeah, it's gonna be my last. I want to go win a championship somewhere, wherever I can, or try to at least give it one last go.
Yeah,
and then I'd be mad at myself if I didn't. I still think I have what it takes to play still.
Yeah,
like I have the competitiveness. I still have the skill. I still have the speed. So why not? Like why would I waste that right now? So
yeah, for sure, man. If we take like a step back, because I know like earlier you talked about obviously your journey here. You've been playing for a long time. Started when you were 2 on the ice down in OC. I know ball hockey has been kind of, that's kind of how we met, right? Like from that aspect of it. And if I do recall correctly, I think I've played there once. You have like a park in Belle Vernon.
Yeah, in North Belle Vernon.
So when did that? I'm interested in the origin story of that and like kind of how you got into like ball hockey and how that was the part of your life as well.
So I got put into ball hockey when I was like 8 years old.
Yeah.
Down at somewhere in Monongahela, man. The rink doesn't even exist anymore. Bills didn't even exist or whatnot. And then next year they shut that down and Bills started up.
Yeah.
And I just started playing there. And I made a lot of friends there. I played all the way through 13 to 15.
Yeah.
And then I took a little hiatus.
Yeah.
And then I ended up coming back there when I was 18. It's just, I love ball hockey, man. It's so much fun. You meet some great people there.
Yeah.
Like you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, same here, buddy. I mean, I think that it seems like it's definitely a kind of a lower barrier of entry. It's like a good way to kind of get into that. If you're interested in ice, maybe you could work your way up and kind of do that. I never played ice or I played roller one time and it was a terrible experience. It was just so bad. But
well, I attribute ball hockey and roller hockey to like helping my ice skills. Like playing ball hockey and roller hockey have definitely helped my hands and my vision because you learn different timings. Like you see different things, right? You have to play the game a totally different way than ice. Ice is one style, ball hockey is different, roller hockey is completely different. So you learn a lot, and I mean, ball hockey, you have to be very conditioned to play, like especially like competitive high-level tournaments. Like when I played with the Gods or Arsenal, that running, man, it's tough.
It's definitely different.
It's definitely tough.
Yeah, no gliding, no striding, stuff like that.
No, you can't fake the strides. You can't fake the strides. When your feet stop, man, you're stopped. At least on ice or roller, you can like glide for a second, feet done, you're done.
Yeah, it's definitely.
And it's pretty physical too, which I like a lot. So
yeah, for sure. The park, the whole thing there, because like I think it's interesting because I think the one time I was there, we had like it was like a 2-on-2 tournament. Like how did that come? Did you and your family actually build that park? Or
so my dad was on council, right, and that park was getting ran down like with some bad stuff, and my dad decided to go for a grant from the state, try to get a grant to rebuild that park to make it kid friendly again. So he ended up succeeding in that, and we shut that park down for 2 years, and we redid it with volunteer work. We brought in different people to build like the play set. We decided on a deck hockey rink and a soccer field instead of a tennis court and basketball court.
Yep.
The community was not pleased about not having a basketball court, but I mean that's where some of the problems stemmed from. Which we found out when we were digging it out and whatnot. I don't want to say it on the podcast what we found, but it was pretty disturbing. It's not kid friendly at all.
Right.
So we put the tile down, got the boards, put the fencing up. We just wanted to bring like a different atmosphere there, right? So it's been open for 3 years now. Kids are down there every day, dude. I drive past there every day. Like I got to go down and fix stuff down there, but they love it. Kids are always on the soccer field. Kids are always on the deck hockey rink. They love we try to keep the deck hockey rink up to date. Well, I do. I try to make sure that rink's all good. Like if I have to fix the netting or whatnot, or try to order new netting and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's growing the game a little because I think a couple kids that just randomly want to play down there want to sign up at Bills for like youth leagues and stuff. So I think it's really helping out as well.
I mean, just the accessibility that, places like that park that you guys have built from rebuilt from the ground up. And then also, like all the Project Penguin power play things, like where they have these new rinks popping up in all these different communities. It's got to be doing something. Like, I mean, people are seeing that. They're like, oh, that's pretty cool. Maybe like parents and stuff like that never played when they're kids. Maybe they take their kids out there, they start playing, and then there's all these leagues around here. It's incredible to see. Oh,
it's absolutely incredible to see. And when Bell Vernon won Craft Hockeyville, that was huge.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we brought the Stanley Cup, even though Ross Shaver Ice Gardens was not able to hold the game because it's like a rink from the 50s with cement boards. Yeah. They brought the Stanley Cup to the park, like on the deck rink. Like everyone got to come down and see it and whatnot. So that was definitely a cool feeling.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, I played down there. It's a beautiful place. I love the soccer field. Is that turf?
Yeah, it's all turf.
Yeah, we played like football or something on there when we were down there for that tournament. And then that rink is. There's something special about like 2-on-2, 3-on-3 type of style like that, like they do in like almost Iowa. I've never been out there for that, but that's pretty dope.
We hold a youth tournament down there for like 3-on-3 kids tournaments. It all goes to like our handicap project. We're trying to make it more handicap accessible. Like we put a handicap swing in and whatnot. So we just wanted to be open for everybody, so everyone could try. We're putting a little ramp onto the deck rink so that they can get into it to like the little tunnel. So that's our next project as well.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. I love the constant, giving back mentality that you have with that, and like a bunch of other things that you have going on too. So like, sort of, I think I'm interested in the origin story of this too. Like you and Willie, I believe, are doing Clutch Hockey Systems now. So that's a company that you guys have kind of made and like your training. So kind of tell me a little bit about how that started.
So Clutch Hockey, Willie's always been huge into youth hockey, right? Yeah. Like he's always been such a good coach, so good with kids. He's so involved with the community. He's now the USA under 14 coach. Yeah. Which, I mean, it sucks they didn't get to go to Finland this year, but he'll go next year. Yeah. We both decided that we wanted to help kids. I train kids. I've trained kids since I've been in Rochester, and I just kept it going. I love kids, so we just decided, like, why not try to give back? Like, I have this specialty, you have this specialty. So last year we ran a test run of it at the park, and we just let everyone come for free. Every Wednesday we would do dry land or we'd do hockey skills. We'd switch back and forth, and a lot of people got involved. A lot of people really loved it, gave good feedback. So we decided like, why not? Let's try it. And Willie came up with the name Clutch Hockey Systems because you got to be clutch. He's Captain Clutch. And we've gone from it there. So we're just about to start our second fall camp. So we have a bunch of kids signed up. We have about 9 or 10 kids signed up. It actually starts today.
Nice.
So that's exciting. Nice. I don't know. It's a lot of parents are giving us feedback that their kids have gotten better the whole time through it. So that they really enjoy it and they want to do it again. And I mean, I'm just happy I can give back, honestly.
Yeah.
So I mean, we do it for a really reasonable price. Like you see some training companies like, oh, it's like $50 a camp. $50 one. Like technically, when it all comes out, it's $10 a day.
Yeah.
It's $10 a camp day.
Yeah.
So
that's good, man. I mean, like, I don't know, like you said, if you're providing good service and kids are benefiting from it, like, and you're happy, what more can you ask for?
Oh, don't worry. The kids absolutely hate me on dry land day. They absolutely hate me on dry land day. The parents love me. The kids hate me. Make them run some hill sprints, do a bunch of different body weight stuff. But at the end of the day, they realize they benefit from it.
What are the age groups that you're particularly targeting?
So we have the youngest kid that's 8 years old, and I think our oldest kid is going to be 15. Okay. So, and I work with adults too. Gotcha. As well. Me and Willie have been working with a couple of different adults. Gotcha. As well.
And is it mostly like based on ball hockey, roll hockey, ice hockey, any of them? Or?
Honestly, everything. Really? Like right now we have we have mostly ball hockey, but I have a couple ice hockey kids as well. I mean, we have different plans set up for ball hockey guys or ice hockey guys or roller hockey guys, because I mean the game's different and whatnot. So like when you train them, like if I'm gonna train an ice kid, I'm pretty much only gonna use pucks if I'm on the rink, but like I will have them use a golf ball to stick handle around or like do a couple other things. But like my dry land training for an ice hockey kid versus a deck hockey kid's a lot different because like you're going side to side on ice, right? Like deck hockey, you're running forward, so it's like different movements that you have to like really think about that are going to change the game.
Yeah, definitely different depending on that. Do you also do you plan on, or what's your kind of, from like a business aspect of it, do you just continue to do that? Like, have you already thought about getting like more people involved, stuff like that, ice time stuff?
We want to expand it. We want to get ice time. Ice time's very expensive and very hard to get right now through this COVID. If COVID never hit, we'd probably be on the ice right now doing like ice camps and stuff like that. But right now it was pretty tough to get ice. It was expensive. We want to expand it. We want to start getting like summer teams, right? Like for ice and deck to do like a couple different things, a couple higher level tournaments. I mean, we just want to, I don't know, we want to grow it to like where maybe we can get a building and have like our own like training building, right? Just clutch hockey systems, have a bunch of different setups or whatnot. So, I mean, the sky's the limit for us right now. We're just going to take it one step at a time.
Yep, definitely. And that's kind of like your main gig right now with Willie, and then also obviously you're playing.
Yeah, pretty much, Gotcha. So just training, just making sure I do it right the last year. Yeah. And then, I mean, I had a couple job offers, but I like I said, I would kick myself in the ass if I didn't do this one last time.
Well, for sure. Yeah, definitely. I mean, you gotta make sure that you don't want to regret any of that sort of stuff. And then also, like you said, I mean, if you have this kind of going here, at least, you know, as something you're growing, clutch hockey systems, giving back, like we said, you know, making you happy and all that sort of stuff. I think that's definitely the way to go.
Yeah, and Willie just picked me up to help coach the Youth Falcon program.
Yeah, I did see that. I saw that. Congratulations.
Thank you. 7 and 9. I told him whenever I'm home, like not playing, I'll help. I'll help out with the whole program and everything. But I mean, I was hoping to. I want to get some more of those kids on Team USA, right?
Definitely.
Like, try to get them like as good as possible and win more tournaments and just like help develop them, help them understand the game better.
Yeah. If you do go back, you said late November, right?
Late November, early December, tentative date right now. Yeah. As of right now, who knows, man.
Right. Yeah. How long does that last though? If you do go back, how many months?
I can't even tell you right now. Yeah. So they're talking about like a 52 game schedule.
Oh, okay.
So 52 games by the end of April.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it's gonna be a grind.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They might shorten it. They might keep it like that with like best of 3 or best of 7 playoffs. Honestly, it's gonna be the COVID Cup, just like the Stanley Cup was. I call it the COVID Cup the whole time. It's just like gonna be a little tournament thing like this. So, but it's gonna be a grind. I'm not really sure. I'm just excited to get playing, and I hope that we can have some fans at games because that's like the best part, playing in front of people.
Definitely. Have you been playing at all? Have you gotten any ice time in, or have you just been playing ball hockey?
I've gotten a little bit of ice time in, man. It's tough. I'm hoping to get a lot more in. Ross Draver's open now with some free ice. Not free ice, but you know, like ice I can get on. They're finally letting some men's leagues play, so hopefully I can go play a little bit there. I mean, I have played couple times, quite a few times, but mostly ball hockey, man. Just trying to get the endurance up. Yeah. There's too many leagues I'm in right now that I just haven't gone to some because I'm tired.
I feel you. Yeah. I mean, well, you're a busy guy. Like we said, I mean, you're doing a lot of stuff, so I totally understand that. With hockey and everything that you've got and you've done your whole career and everything that you're doing, like you're giving back and everything like that. One of the other ways that we've kind of like connected, I think, at least in the past year or so, it was through the podcast. So like you started, what was it called? Bobcast of Stories?
Yeah, Bobcast of Stories. Yeah, that was a little time for me. Yeah. I'm on a little hiatus from that right now. So
yeah. Well, what kind of, I'm interested in what kind of like made you want to start that or made you want to do that?
So I went through like a little depression time, right? Like I was like very mentally depressed. I don't understand why, what happened. Right. There's a lot of different factors. But I would just like want to hear people's stories because you'd rather hear someone's story than let them get knocked off. I've had a lot of friends that have knocked themselves off before, and you know, so I just started talking. And I just was like, you know what? Like I was talking to Willie about it. I was like, I kind of want to start this podcast. Like I kind of want to just get voice. I want to hear everyone's story because everyone has a different story, a different path that got them to where they are. Like everyone made a decision that got them there. And I mean, it could have been different, but I wanted to hear everyone's story. And I know a lot of people, right? Yeah. Like I feel like I have a lot of connections everywhere. So I have a bunch of guys playing pro that I could talk to, a bunch of high level ball hockey guys, just honestly anybody that wants to tell their story I wanted to bring on.
Yeah, definitely. And so you started that a little while ago. I know you said you're on a hiatus right now, but like, what was your experience with that? Did you enjoy doing it? I know you're probably just busy now, but
Oh
like,
man, I absolutely loved it. I thought it
yeah.
was great. Like I thought it was great talking to my one buddy Brandon Hawkins. He played for Wilkes-Barre and the Nailers last season.
Mm-hmm.
Hearing his story, winning the Beanpot for the first time in 25 years at Northeastern was against Boston College was awesome. Like I got to hear a lot of different people. Like my friend Mark Corbett, who I played in Germany with, I got to talk to him about his company, about his whole time growing up. He was actually, when he was in college in Canada and his season ended, he got called up to play pro. Right at the end of the season, he got cut from the team, went to another team, and they played the team he got cut from in the championship, and he won.
Nice. You love those stories.
Yeah, he was like, it's the most ironic story of all time. I was just dying laughing. It was a good time.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, plans to bring it back, you think?
Yeah, here coming up shortly. Probably once I get like everything done. I was helping with a couple fundraisers, like this golf outing we did for the park and the Hungarian club, and then helping with fundraiser. There's a car show Saturday at in Bell Vernon. Like Starbucks is promoting it. This girl Jackie, she's running this car show for a bag brigade.
Okay.
So it's an after school program that helps kids with lunch.
Nice.
So like if they don't, like kids that are less fortunate that might not be able to eat after school, like the bag brigade will bring. Yeah. So.
Buddy, I had no idea that you were so into giving back to the community. That is very impressive, brother.
I learned it all from my mom and dad, man. The amount of fundraisers and things they do. Yeah. Like I have a pretty good heart like them. So yeah, for sure. It might be crazy sometimes. Yeah. I might be a little crazy too, but like I like to give back.
Yeah, definitely. Do you think that's an interesting topic there too? Because I always like to dive into kind of like where people kind of became themselves. You know, it's like sort of how you were explaining with the podcast, right? It's like you bring people on and everybody has their own story. Everybody's been through things. Everybody has had ups, downs, influences on their life, you know, positive and negative. Do you think like, would you attribute a lot of that to your family and like to your upbringing and stuff like that?
Yeah, absolutely. I would definitely attribute it to like my mom and dad and like my godfather, Doug. Like they're always out there helping people. I mean, they're always doing things for themselves, but they're always out there trying to help people make things better in the community. Like even if it's just not for one person, like what my dad did for the park, right? Yeah. So now he's doing a streetscape project. A lot of people aren't happy about it. We're trying to redo like our main street, like in town, just to like make it look nicer and make it like more business friendly. Like we want to bring businesses in. We want to grow the community. Yeah. Especially during this COVID time. Like once we can open back up, like people are going to need like money. People are going to like, we want people to go shop there. We want people to shop locally, like support a small business.
And this is all in Bell Vernon.
This is all in Bell Vernon.
So like I've been to Bell Vernon maybe a couple times, like I said, for the tournament and stuff. Is there just like kind of like the main drag there? And then are you kind of bringing that back? Is that kind of like the plan there?
Well, where I live in North Bell Vernon, right? It's like Main Street. Like we have Ross Draver, Washington Township, and all this stuff, Fayette City involved. But like, it's not really a main street. Ross Draver is like very wide open. That's where Bill's is.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And but North Bell Vernon's like that's where they have the main street. That's where they have like some shops, some bars, some restaurants, and everything. It's just it's real small and everything. But like when you have parades and stuff, like you don't go out to Ross Draver because it's like all main roads. You go there because that's like what you think of a main street, USA.
Gotcha. Interesting. Yeah, man. That's dope. I don't know. Like I said, that's I had no idea that was a large passion of yours, just kind of giving back and everything like that. And that's impressive, especially for somebody that, you know, kind of has been everywhere and has done a lot of different things. You know, you've been overseas playing hockey, you've been here playing hockey. That's been a huge part of your life. And I love how you've been like, just from your story here, just like ingenuitive in trying to figure out ways to make specifically give back via ball hockey, but just like pull that kind of into a lot of different things. I think it's pretty cool.
Well, everybody has something to give, right? Yeah. Like everyone has a different specialty. Yeah. So like once you figure out what you can do and like what like you have around you, like why not once you like take care of yourself here, or like if you see someone in need, right? Why not go and help them? Yeah. Like why not go and help someone else? You know you can help yourself. Why not try to help them with what tools you have? Definitely. Or like help the area or whatnot.
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of, I don't know. I'm doing a lot of that sort of stuff too. Obviously not directly through hockey, but you know, kind of those types of vibes and feelings of like, you know, if I know how to do like podcast stuff, or I know how to do like, you know, personal finance or this, that, or the other thing, I want to make sure that like I kind of have my things in order in a sense. Like I kind of know I get like a lot of the information and then I kind of implement it in my own life and then I give it, kind of push it towards other people. I feel like that's sort of the same vibe there.
Yeah, absolutely. You have your own way of giving back, right?
Right.
So like, I mean, everyone in the world has their way of giving back.
Yeah.
I think it would be a better place if everyone actually gave back.
Definitely.
But
Yeah. Yeah, that would be nice.
yeah. I mean, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Throw some money on Vegas odds on that one. Never happen.
If everybody starts giving back, yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, people were a little bit better, I guess, all around. I think that would benefit everyone. Especially in crazy times that we've had, this year. So
2020, man, could have never guessed it.
I don't even know where to begin with all that. So yeah,
Dude, we
tough.
had murder hornets. We had murder hornets. People are losing their mind over murder hornets,
bro. And then it was gone. It was just like,
no, yeah, it's just like, yeah. What else? Like what? Like there's been like 14 different things. It's like, what are you talking about?
It's ridiculous, dude. It's like murder hornets, and then obviously like COVID, and then just like everything under the sun, and it's just been a hell of a time.
Would you be surprised if you saw a zombie?
Probably not.
No, not at all.
I don't think so.
No,
yeah.
I'd probably just shake. I'd probably let him eat me. Call it a day.
Just
like,
whatever, whatever you want to do. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm done. You know what? This is it. This is 2020. Yep.
It's been a good ride.
Yeah, it's been a good ride. Thanks. Yep.
Yeah.
I'll end it like this.
That's it. Yeah. There was I don't know if there was aliens or like UFOs or something. I just saw the other day there was some sort of big like meteor thing in the sky.
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah.
It's like a comet like exploded, but
Yeah.
everyone's like, "Oh, that's a UFO!" Like, "Oh my God, we're coming!" It's just like no one's surprised, but
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's crazy.
Nobody's
Dude.
surprised. Yeah, just keep going. It's whatever. But yeah, that's I don't know what to say. When you start talking about 2020, I'm interested in this honestly though. I'm interested in with everything that we've been through, like probably like, in your 27 years, my 24 years, probably the most interesting year by far, and like just craziness happening, probably the most like just filled with shit type of time. I'm interested to see like, how we progress and how also like we look back on this year, because it seems like a very like milestone-ish year with so many things going on. I don't know how are we going to tell our kids about this fucking year?
How would you even explain this year?
Yeah.
Because I can't get the words. It's like, oh yeah, dude, 2020 is not even going to be in history books. No one's going to talk.
Right over
no one's going to talk about it. They're only going to talk about the coronavirus. No one's going to talk about anything else. Everything is just going to drop. It's like, yeah, wait, that's all that happened in 2020. You don't need to know.
Don't ask.
It's
don't ask what else happened.
It's in the vault. Leave it locked away. We don't need that to ever come back.
That's absurd. Oh man. Yeah, but hopefully we can move past it. Hopefully we can just kind of like go back to somewhat normalcy and continue that. What do you think do you have any plans for like the future? Like, so obviously we've talked a little bit about it, but like moving, kind of like further out, maybe like 5 or so years, like what are some of your, like, do you have any goals and stuff like that you like to pursue?
I do, but I don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, honestly, hockey's been my life. I went to
Right.
school and got a public policy law
Mhm.
degree, political science. Terrible time to want to work in that.
Yeah,
Terrible time. So
Yeah.
I kind of want to be a coach. I kind of want to work as like a junior coach or college or professional coach. That's a big goal of mine, or be like a pretty big scout, like a head scout or something. But honestly, at this point, I'm not really sure. I might just see what kind of just comes my way. That's kind of how I've always worked. Right now, I can't really control anything. I mean, I could get an opportunity come up right now, and it might be the best opportunity, and I might retire from hockey tomorrow. So you never know what tomorrow will bring you.
Right.
I mean, I can start looking, but main thing about me is like I want to be happy at my job. I don't care if I'm not happy and I hate my life and I have like $1 million.
Yeah.
I'll probably like hate my life even more because I'll be miserable. I'll make everyone else miserable around me.
100%.
So I'd rather have 100,000.
Yeah.
And and be happy and have everyone happy around me.
Definitely. Yeah. I've told this story I think a few times or whatever, but like that was kind of the same position I'm in. The reason that I'm doing a lot of the stuff now is just because I was starting to feel really miserable in like the situations that I was in with work and stuff like that. I'm interested. Everybody really that comes on here, everybody's at different parts in their life, different times, mentally and stuff like that. Can you pinpoint a time when you realized that about yourself?
Like what do you mean?
Meaning, like, was there a time in your life when you were like, I'm not going to settle for like a job that is going to make me miserable. I value my happiness more than I value like more money.
Oh yeah, last year.
Last year?
Last year, yeah.
Yeah.
After I blew my knee out in Germany,
Yeah.
I was gonna retire, be done for good,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I went to Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Hated my life.
You worked at Coca-Cola.
Yeah, like hated my life down in Canonsburg.
Okay.
Arbarta.
Yeah.
I hated my life. Don't want to talk about it much. Rather keep that on the ropes in
Yeah.
case anyone ever hears it.
Yeah.
Just hated my life. It wasn't worth it. It was
Mm-hmm.
terrible, miserable every day. It just sucked. And then my knee got better, and I was like, all right, you know what? I want to play hockey. I feel good playing hockey right now. I feel like I can do this again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go give it a shot, and Port Huron gave me a shot.
Nice.
So, but yeah, I definitely realized that I do not want to be like completely miserable every day. Like, work's gonna suck, right? Work is work.
Yeah.
Nobody ever wants to work.
Right.
But like, I don't want to be absolutely miserable every day. 'Cause
for
you
sure.
can really see like the toll it takes on other people. It takes on you.
Mm-hmm.
You start to lose people in your life because you're just being an asshole.
Yeah, definitely. No, I've 100% been there, and I know exactly what you're talking about. Do you feel in all these years that you've played, overseas and semi-professionally and all that, that was your job, right? So like, have you ever felt that way about hockey?
No, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's awesome to wake up, go to the rink, go in the locker room with the boys, hang out for a bit, chat, go on the rink, chirp each other, do one-on-ones, whatever.
Yeah.
Then just mess around after, and then whatever. Like, it's a good feeling. Sometimes you go do some charity work or go to schools, visit with kids or whatnot. But no, it's not a job. I wake up every day and it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
The second I wake up and it's a job, that's when I know I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I know I'm walking away from the ice rink.
Definitely. Yeah.
Like, for good. Like, not even going to men's league for a while. Like, just, not even
just chilling.
Yeah, just not playing, getting away from the game, because I don't want to lose the fun feeling. Because if it's like a job for me to go to Bills, if it's like a job for me to play a tournament, why? Like, I don't want to do that. Like, I'm just tired. I'm gonna be miserable. I'm not gonna give it my all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely that's a real thing. I don't know if people talk about that enough. I don't know if one of the things that I want to do, with Fueled by Progress, is just try to, kind of have those types of conversations, but like really bring that to the forefront. Is that, it's in the name, Fueled by Progress. If you're continuing to get better, continuing to learn, continuing to do all these sort of things, then you should. I feel, at least that's in my life, that I'm consistently happy, I'm fulfilled, and a lot of that. And I think that, there's a lot of outlets out there that are just making things like life seem miserable almost for no reason, like divisiveness and like just all sorts of, I don't know, just not positive stuff, like positivity and optimism.
No, nobody wants to be positive anymore.
Yeah.
But I love the name of your podcast, because every day you should be wanting to get better. You should be wanting to be a better person. I guess until you're, I don't know, 70 and you just like can't do it anymore because you're just old. But like, I mean, you should be wanting to get better every day. You should want to be a better person every single day.
Yeah, absolutely. So. Yeah, no, I don't know. I just think that it doesn't even matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like, not necessarily just the name, but like the idea of continually getting better. Like, you could be, for instance, playing hockey until like you're 30, right? Or something like that. And then you're consistently getting better there. But then the next part of your life could be coaching. And then it's like every single day you're trying to be a better coach. You're not necessarily trying to be a better player anymore. You're trying to be a better coach. And then after that, maybe you're trying to be like, I don't know, a better husband, a better dad. Yeah. Or something.
Dad, yeah.
It's just like, whatever it is, I just feel like that is such a good thing. I'm not trying to like hype the brand up, but you know what I'm saying? Like, but that is just, it's more than that. It's just, I feel like everybody should kind of, if they did that, their lives would be so much better. And it's something that's like so, like almost like abstract that you don't even really think about it. Like, you can't really rationalize that until you have a conversation and you're like, well, I should just think like this almost.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what like stops it, and I'm very guilty of it myself. Every single human being is excuses, man.
Yeah.
So many excuses. So many excuses to not do this, to not do that, or like, oh, whatever, like this, or like being petty, which I'm guilty of as well. Like, that's what really stops it. Now, if you can get that mentality, like 90% of the time, like the positive being better, like you're always gonna have a bad day, right? There's always gonna be a bad day in there, but like you can't let that take you down a dark hole. Like, I let it take me down a couple times. Yeah, and like ruin it. So like I got my head back on straight, and I'm thinking just like you're saying right now. So like that's what I'm focusing on every single day, trying to be a better person. I'm feeling my progress, baby. I'm feeling my progress.
There it is, man. I'm happy to hear it, brother. I think that you're definitely on a great track here, especially with all the stuff that you're doing. And I'll like one of the things. I'm no different though. Like I'm in this position now because like I've just learned that about myself. But like I was the same way. Like with like tons of people that are currently like in that excuse like mentality and stuff like that. And when you're in a position like that and it feels like shit all the time, it's like there's something kind of like I feel like there's something in you that's like, well, this is bad, but it's comfortable in a sense because at least like when you wake up every day and you feel like, wow, this is kind of shitty, but at least I know how shitty this is. I don't know what would happen if I tried to start my own business or I tried to be a coach or I tried to do this or the other thing. It's that part is scary, and I understand that, but I don't know. I've just listened to a lot of people, and I've had a lot of good influences, like from YouTube and like people like I don't know if you've ever listened to like Jordan Peterson or anybody like that. Like, there's a lot of good stuff out there that just makes you feel not like motivation, but like just makes you think differently, and then you kind of continue to move from there. So, yeah,
it's all about positivity, man.
Yeah,
it's all about just helping yourself. I mean, if the people that make excuses nonstop, which I was one for a while, like you have to realize that you might need help. Like you might need to just go talk to somebody. Like I went and saw a therapist.
Yeah.
And like that changed my life around a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's better to get something off your chest, right? There might be one guilty thing that is just holding you back.
Yeah.
And then you can start and then those positive messages that you listen to from other people, they start to make more sense. They start to make you want to try, like to be not scared to do something because you finally got rid of something that's like making you guilty or like holding you back.
Definitely. Yeah. And it takes a lot of self-awareness and a lot of like, honestly respect for yourself to take those steps to like, to go talk to somebody or to do something like that. And I think that once you have that in you, like you said, you're able to. That's why I always also subscribe to that mentality where it's like I can't help other people until like I'm in a good place, right? Like imagine if you were in a shitty place and then you try to help other people, like you're just going to be more of a damaging piece to that than you are helpful.
Exactly. I mean, you also have to realize that like when I was going through my problems, like I thought everyone was against me. Everyone was just like talking shit, talking down or whatnot.
Yeah.
Like it took me a while. It took Justin to almost beat the shit out of me
to
like make me realize like I'm not like I just need to talk to somebody. Like they're all behind me. Everyone's behind me. Everyone's supporting me. Just go see somebody. Like we're not against you. We're with you. Like, that's the biggest thing people like forget when they're in a depressed state or something. You're everyone's actually behind you. No one's there to like beat you down even more.
Definitely. Yeah. It's tough to realize that. I mean, especially when you're in that sort of a scenario because, you have such like this fog, over your eyes that like, well, I'm, kind of in this position and like like you said, everybody is just either against you, but like they're obviously not. They're your friends and they want the best for you and stuff like that. But ultimately though, I mean, it ultimately comes down to you. You got to make a decision, and that's tremendous that you're feeling definitely a lot different than you did then, and obviously you're on this huge upward trend with all these things that you're doing. Kudos, brother. Kudos.
Really appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. So I have these like kind of final 3 questions that
let's hear it, baby. Let's hear it, baby.
These final 3 questions here. And I asked them to everyone because I think that they're very like, they kind of tie everything together. Everything that we've talked about, everything that we've gone over with all these different things. And honestly, just kind of really like gives the audience and myself like a really good perspective on, just who you are and what you're about and stuff like that. And there's a little bit of an extra there on the third one. So we'll get into it here. So the first one, and I'll kind of preface it and kind of give you some time to think about it too, because they're interesting questions, and I think that when you get thrown at them, it could be tough. So the first one is who are the 3 biggest influences on your life and why? And let me kind of unpack that while you maybe think about that. So the way that I think about this question is I've gone through my life and I've had like a bunch of people impact me. You know, it could be people in my life, like physically in my life, like people around you, friends, family. It could be people that are indirectly in your life that maybe you know that they don't know you. For instance, like, you know, professional sports players or like people on YouTube or anything like that. And then the other thing could actually be like entities or like things. So like, you know, maybe like groups or something like that, or just, you know, all sorts of, you know, you can extrapolate it more if it's not like an individual person, right? So that's the way that I think about it. And when I pose that question, again, it's just like, who do you think the top 3 influences are on you that have, you know, in your 27 years made you the type of person that you are today, and that you're just thankful that were in your life, really?
It's easy. It's just 3 people
Okay.
close to me.
Yeah.
My poppy, like my grandfather,
Yeah.
my dad, and my mom.
Nice.
Honestly, just everything they've done and have given up for me and have done to help me or done to help other people
Yeah.
is incredible. The kindness my poppy had was insane. When
Yeah.
my car blew up,
Yeah.
like when I was like in 2010, I was like 17, 18. I was
Yeah.
about to go up to Rochester. My Taurus blew up.
Yeah.
My poppy's like dying wish was to just buy me a brand new car.
Yeah.
4-wheel drive, everything, just to make sure I looked gone. I could do
Yeah.
it. Like, he was just a kind-hearted person. So I just want to, like, they influenced me to just try to be kind and try to want to help other people and try to be the best person I could be, because I saw how much they gave up for me, and I want to be like that.
Nice. Good stuff. Your family dynamic, you know, throughout this, you know, just throughout this talk, it seems like it's been a huge, and like you just said there, it's been a huge influence on you positively. Do you think that, well, first random question that I had was like, are you an only child? Do you have siblings?
I'm an only child.
Okay, gotcha. So,
And, I mean, dude, we're nuts. Me and my mom and dad were
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Like, we'll kill each other, but like at the end of the day, we all love each other and
Yeah.
are there to help.
Yeah, well, it just seems like it's such a good vibe, and it's resulted in a lot of positivity over the years. It seems like, just from the story and everything like that. So that is those are definitely some great influences. I'm happy to hear that. And you know, obviously we can all learn from people like that. I think sometimes too. I think I'm almost guilty of this. Is sometimes, like, I definitely appreciate the people around me, but a lot of times I look for answers from exterior people, like indirect, like YouTube and stuff like that. Just people that like maybe are more specialized, like we're talking about, in certain areas, which I don't think is bad either. But when you can get a lot of that from people near you, the people that care about you, I think that's great. So yeah, so definitely. Okay, question number 2. It's a tough one because it's kind of abstract. But basically the question is, what is your best advice that you could give somebody? And again, it's not really anything specific. It's kind of just overall life advice, like the stuff that you've learned over the years, the stuff that you've been through. But if somebody comes up to you and you're just like, hey, Bobby, what is the best advice that you could give someone like me? And you can make it different. You can make it directly to hockey. You can make it life or whatever. But just if there's something kind of in general.
It's the same thing for everything.
Yeah.
Don't give up.
Yeah.
Never quit.
Yeah.
Why would you ever give up or quit on something?
Yeah.
I mean, that's how you fail. If you quit, if you're just done, you
Definitely.
fail.
Yeah.
So, I mean, do you want to succeed?
Definitely.
You got to work for it. It's going to be tough. But you got to work for it.
Yeah.
Never give up. Don't quit.
Definitely. It's great advice. Like I said, it's can't argue with it. Can't argue with it. And obviously you've been a testament to that your entire life. Just from the bit of the story there where you blew out the knee and then came back. I mean,
Man, the amount of times I've been cut from a team for being too small when I was
Yeah.
younger, like, was just ridiculous. And I wanted to quit, but I never did. And,
Yeah.
well, I ended up making it farther than a lot of other people did.
Yeah. There you go, man. There you go. So never give up. That's tremendous advice. Okay. So the last one is, like, honestly, literally just like a red carpet for you. So we've talked about a lot of different things. We talked about your hockey career. We talked about Clutch Hockey Systems. We talked about the podcast. What we're going to do here is we're going to post this on YouTube. We're going to post it, obviously through Anchor and everything like that on all the platforms. What I want to do and what I think is really important is anybody that is, like yourself, I'm grateful for you coming and sitting down across from me having this conversation. I want to do everything that I can with the audience that we're building up here and everything like that, any listeners and stuff. If they listen to this and they find some of the stuff that we talked about here interesting, or they want to follow you or anything that you're doing, I want to make sure that we do everything we can to get that out there. So in the show notes and in the description and everything, we're going to put links to all that. So, but if you want to talk about it specifically right here, just like where they can find information about Clutch Hockey Systems, the podcast, you, like wherever.
Clutch Hockey Systems, you could just go on Facebook, literally type Clutch Hockey Systems in, like our page, go through. We have a bunch of information there. We have our emails, our phone numbers, camp dates, everything like that. You can always contact us to talk more about like what our camps are about, because we do so many different things. We're so diverse with our camps that like we can't post it all there.
Yeah.
Like, we keep it fresh every week. We keep the kids thinking. We work on different things with all the kids.
Yep.
If people want to follow me, it's real easy. Yeah. Instagram, Bobby Sokol. Toughest name out there.
Nice. And the podcast as well. I can throw that in there. I know that's on a hiatus.
Yeah, a Bobcast of Stories. So if you want to go listen to the first 4 episodes, that's fine. I want to get the 5th one out coming up very shortly, probably in the next 3 weeks. I want to get back to it. I've just been very busy.
Yeah.
So I had a couple friends chirp me about it. They're like, "Oh yeah, you still on a hiatus?" I was like, "Shut up, yeah, I'm coming back. Don't worry about it." I was like, "You'll hear it very shortly."
He'll be back. No, I feel it, man. It's tough. You're, like you said, you're a busy man. You're doing all this stuff. It's consistency is tough with things like that, because it's fun to have the conversations, but I know very well that it's tough to get everything kind of like everything, especially when you have guests and stuff like that. So we're looking forward to it though.
Yeah, man. I could have never. I'll be honest. I could have never done clutch hockey without Willie. Like me and him work so well together. Without like his expertise too, like it would have failed. Like he's one hell of a partner, one hell of a good friend.
Yeah, definitely. Well, man, this has been tremendous. Thank you so much for coming on. I know you got to hit the road here, but
I got to go hit some bombs,
hit
baby.
Some bombs.
Hit some bombs on the golf course.
There it is.
I got the title as wood driver. It's gonna go right into the woods. You just wait.
Well, you have to update us on the over under there with the score.
Yeah, what do you think the over under is? I'm giving myself a 94 today.
94.
Not feeling it today at all.
94. What's the course? What is it? I'm not.
I don't know. I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know what the what's the
par.
What's the par?
Par's usually 72.
72.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, not bad. Yeah.
You're working on your pro tour, PGA tour title.
Oh yeah, man. No, I'm working on the Bob tour. I'm gonna create my own tour for anybody that shoots 80 and up.
There you go. Another business idea. But no, man, I really appreciate it. This has been a great talk. I know that I got a lot out of it. Our viewers did as well. So, thank you for stopping by.
No, man. Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it.
We'll have to get you back on again, definitely down the road here sometime. Talk about how the final season went and everything that's going on.
Oh, for sure. We'll have to talk about 52 minutes and 6 hours as well.
Oh, man, that's ridiculous. We didn't touch on that. That ridiculous tournament. That was, oh, my God.
Yeah, just don't cross-check me.
That was ridiculous, yeah. Yeah, we'll definitely have to touch on that next time. Maybe we'll have another one like that before then, and we could talk
about I hope not, man. I'll walk away. I'll drive my car into a tree. I'll call it a day. If I have to wait there, no way.
That tournament was absurd.
It was stupid.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Pretty much me, Mark, Justin, Colin, and our buddy Dorenzo had to play in a Christmas tournament that was so unorganized. We played 52 minutes of hockey in 6 hours. We played 3 games? Was it 3?
I don't even know.
It was 2.5.
Yeah, we definitely had a semifinal game or something, and somehow we got to the championship and we had to wait literally like 3 hours to play it. Games were rescheduled.
Oh yeah, the refs left.
The refs. I forgot about that. The refs literally left. We should have left too, but we won though. We got some nice shirts.
Yeah, we got a sweet shirt. I got a nice pelt on my back from a guy cross-checking me. Justin just worked on his WWE moves on a guy.
He suplexed him.
Yeah, why not?
My God. What a time.
Oh, what a day. What a Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. The old Christmas tournament.
Thanks again for having me, man. Yeah. I really appreciate it.
Dude, thank you so much for coming on. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. With that, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Fueled by Progress with our guest, Bobby Sokol. We thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll talk to you in the next one.